So let's take a look at our pick a card program and give you a tip of just how to get started doing it. So let's just say we have already our program created where we create a number between 1 and 52 because there's 52 cards in the deck. And every time we run it, it's like number 18 gets picked. So imagine that instead of printing the card, we maybe did if card equals 18, because that's what it picked, we would print that this was the 7 of hearts or something like that. Um, and then we could run that. And of course, it wasn't 18 this time, so it didn't say that. So now we'd have to make one for 39. And obviously, we'd want to make a card from 1 to 52, which is 52 if statements. I think there's probably a better way than that. So instead, what we want to do is we want to break the card down into its two parts: the suit of the card and the value of the card. And so for the suit, you could just do 1 through 4, right? And so now, well, let's rename it suit. And so now when we print suit, it would print like a 1 through 4, but we could say if it's a 1, then we could print hearts. So we could do that. Instead of printing it, we could also just set a variable equal to it, which might help for later when we want to print things out nicely. So I'm going to do that for now. And theoretically, I would create this for all 4 of them. Right now I'm just going to tell it to pick 1, so it's always hearts. And then we do the same thing for maybe the value. So we say, okay, pick a number, and ace 2 through 10, jack, king, queen is 13 different values, and 13 times 4 is 52. That's just why there's 52 different possible cards. Okay, let's do 1 through 13 then. And then here, the only thing that's a little bit weird is you could say, like, basically, if 2 is less than or equal to the value, which is less than or equal to 10, we could just print value, right? But if it's other things, like for ace, we're going to treat it as a 1 because there's one symbol on an ace, so it really is a 1, but usually it has a value in like blackjack of a higher number, right? Or like in war, it's the best card, but we're just going to treat it as like if it chooses the 1, we don't have to tell the user that it chose a 1. We just have to then say ace there, right? So again, instead of printing these, what if I was to go, let's make a V for value, and I'll explain that here in just a second. Because what I'm thinking about doing in here, I'm just going to not do the jack, queen, and ace or king right now, because at the end I want to print something like value of the suit. So V of S, so it should say like whatever value it chose of whatever suit it chose. So 2 of hearts, because it chose the 2 here, and it always chooses a 1 here for now because I've nerfed it to only have 1 suit, right? So then every time I choose it, it'll be a different value of hearts. So that's one way to do it. There's lots of different ways you could do this, but then you would just have to complete, the rest of it. One quick thing that you could think of is that oh shoot, I had this yesterday, but the Unicode for hearts and all of that is, let's see, Unicode for card suits, but we need the decimal equivalent, so hopefully that will do it. Yeah, there we go. Emoji characters. See, if I click on this one, it's going to tell me the Unicode for it, 2660. But that's actually not the number we need to use. We need to find the other one. Oh, this is the club suit. Okay. 9827. So let's just say you'd have to find all those. But let's just say here you said, well, find 9827 out of 9827. And you don't need this anymore, but instead here you're going to say print the CHR of the suit. And we'll see what that looks like here when we run it. See, so it chose the club symbol, so it's the 10 of clubs now. And you just have to find the other numbers. They're right in here, the same numbers, and then you could actually print out the little cool symbol, which is kind of fun. So have some fun with that, and you should be able to complete it. Oh, the only other thing is if you want to do it 5 times, and that's for the next tip.